Hey guys, we're going to wait a couple minutes before we get started to see if we get anybody jumping on.
We have one person. Who is that? Oh, we lost them.
refresh, get back on. We'd love to have you join us, so jump on. Give us a chat. Let us know you're here.
And if you've seen any good movies lately. Have you seen any good movies lately?
I've seen some interesting movies lately.
What did you see this week?
We'll talk about it in 1 minute. Let's get some viewers on here. Please, you'll join us. We'll be on every week at 9:30, even if we've watched one movie that week. We'll jump on and just say hey and meet up with you and kind of see what movies you guys recommend for us. We'll try to have a theme every time. And if you listen to our Tuesday reviews, we'll try to give you a sneak peek of what we're going to be going over on Sunday.
Horror suspense is a good theme.
Stop it. Just wait for December.
Oh, no.
Christmas movies.
No.
My favorite time of the year. Friends, jump on, join us, give us a shout out.
Get your popcorn, get your hot dogs.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and get started and hope that some of you jump on here and talk with us. So this week we decided that in light of the sudden passing of Matthew Perry, we would do a little tribute live to him.
I was really surprised to see that happen.
Yeah, he's most of you probably know him from the series Friends, which has been around for quite some time. It actually first aired in 1994, and it ran for a very long time.
10 seasons, was it?
I think so.
They had
234 episodes. So it ran for quite a long time. So yeah, that's what I mostly know him from. So we went and did a search and checked out all the movies that he had available or that were available with him in it. And the first one that we watched was called She's Out of Control. So this movie was actually a Tony Danza movie. And I had no idea he was in a movie like this.
I only know Tony Danza from Who's the Boss?
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah, I only knew he was in series. I never knew he had movie. And this one was actually pretty funny.
It was really funny. It's pretty much about a dad watching out for his daughter who is coming into her teenage years.
Coming of age and figuring out. And she was kind of frumpy and not really attractive from how the dad kind of kept her hidden.
What was
her
that?
Beauty hidden.
What was that other movie, the more current movie? Was it She's All That? Or was it, I think it was She's All That, where this
similar kind of thing.
The hidden nerd kind of came out. The glasses came off. The hair was
and they did makeovers. So it's a similar kind of thing. They do. The girlfriend of the dad of Tony Danza actually made the daughter over while the dad was out of town on a business trip. So he comes back and he sees this girl and he doesn't even realize at first that it's his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it hits him that it was, he was kind of not real happy about it because he knew then that he was in trouble. And she was gorgeous. And of course.
And the title refers to her being out of control with the boys.
Because she never had the boys attracted to her before. And now every boy that sees her is attracted to her. So she's kind of trying to figure that out and how to pick the guys and how to just be herself still. And
she had so many guys come over.
She did.
It kind of reminded me of that my Big Fat Greek Wedding movie where they had all these guys come over to see Tula.
Yeah. And of course she had some that seemed smart and intelligent, and others that were just kind of wild and crazy and rock star-ish. And Matthew Perry actually didn't come into the movie until close to the middle. He was one of her boyfriends that was kind of more of the preppy.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Preppy with money kind of boyfriend.
Yeah.
And
He's popular too, wasn't he?
yeah, he was popular and he wanted to look cool
Yeah.
with the other guys, but he was respectful to the dad, which I think the dad appreciated that.
It turned out to be a front, I believe, right?
He was. I mean, he was putting on a front in front of his friends, but he was being genuine with the dad.
Oh, okay.
Is what I got out of it. But it was a different kind of role for Matthew Perry. I would not have seen him in a role like that necessarily. Yeah. It was different than his role in Friends, for sure. You can definitely tell he was much younger. That this movie was from 1989, so
super young.
It was a super, super young look for Matthew Perry. Mm-hmm. It was good. I think it was a good intro into his career. I think this is probably he's a good actor. He is, and I think this probably was one of the movies that helped him get the part in Friends.
And he was still a comic. That was kind of his character. Yeah. A little bit of seriousness to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he always brought that comedic element to it, and that's what he really had a knack for.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a good 1980s comedy, this one would be a good one to watch. What would you rate this one?
I'd give it a 6. It's got that 80s. Some 80s, the 80s movies are either really good or.
I would give it a 7. I thought it was worth a 7. Good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. I loved seeing Tony Danza in that kind of a role. Yeah, so it was fun to kind of watch him in that role and then to see kind of the beginning workings of Matthew Perry in his acting. So.
Still a few, I guess there were a few values in this movie of decency.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. And then we'll move on to Friends. That first aired in 1994. And like we said, it ran for years, many years. 10 seasons, so 234 episodes of Friends. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's if you've never seen Friends, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need to, but it's
funny.
Yeah, it's about a group of young 30-somethings that are trying to figure life out, and they have 30? Each other to do. Yeah. 30s in their 30s, early 30s.
Is that what they were? Their characters were 30s?
Yeah, the characters. Yeah.
Dude, still trying to figure things out.
30-year-old friends living in Manhattan. Yeah, living in Manhattan. So they live in a big, big city. And throughout the seasons, they talk about their big city living and all the good and the bad that comes with that. You know, the car thefts and the crime, but also everything's happening all the time. So there's always a chance to go and do. And their small town cafe that they go to every single day, it seems like, to have their little social time.
It was cool to see their backstory every now and then, kind of where they had all come from, or even how some of them met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they stayed friends through all this time, through all their struggles. Some of them even tried dating each other and had relationships and other things. And so it was kind of neat to kind of watch their lives play out over a series of 10 years. And then recently they did a reunion, which I think was 2023.
Very different vibe to the movie compared to the sitcom. It was, not a comedy.
No,
it was more of a drama.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I didn't like it as much as I like the series. The series is definitely much more entertaining, and I could sit and just watch a marathon.
I think we've done it twice since we've been married.
Yeah. So if you're looking for a good series that's kind of about middle-agers in their life, it's pretty entertaining. It's funny. They've got a good dynamic with each other. And
who's the most annoying? Ross. Ross is the most annoying.
Ross probably is the most
Such
annoying.
A whiner.
Yeah, he's a big baby. Phoebe's my favorite because she's hilarious.
Yeah, she's funny.
But I could see myself the most in Monica.
She was the
I'm
brunette
probably a Monica, and you're a Joey.
one. Yes, the clueless one. That's me. Yeah.
I love
Easily,
it.
yeah, he's easily entertained. Doesn't always know what's going on.
So that's one of the great things about
Turkey
that
on his
sitcom.
head.
Yes,
Had the
that's one of the
turkey on
great
his
things
head.
about that sitcom. I could see myself
Yeah.
in those characters and see some of the things maybe that we've done or
Yeah.
thought about doing and maybe didn't have the guts to do it. So it's great. Friends to me is a solid 9.
I'll give it an 8.
Oh,
Seen it twice.
my ratings better.
Twice.
So go by.
Man, so many episodes.
Oh, it's so wonderful.
so
it's
many
wonderful.
episodes.
All right. Then after Friends, he was in Almost Heroes. This was
It's a historical movie, historically accurate.
or not.
So it's cool because kind of like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, it features St. Louis.
It does.
Not that it was filmed there because it was mostly taking place in the wilderness during the Lewis and Clark expedition, and Chandler. His name is not Chandler. Matthew Perry and his crew are trying to beat Lewis and Clark to the Pacific.
Yeah. And
it's really stupid.
It is. It's
a stupid funny.
But it was funny.
It's a silly funny.
I liked it.
Yeah. And he always spoke with that what kind of voice would you describe that?
He was trying to sound highfalutin.
Oh, that's right.
And
yeah.
He was with a whole bunch of hillbillies.
Yeah.
So it was
essentially.
He was, yeah.
Like Jack Sparrow and the rest of his crew.
Yeah, he
I guess
didn't quite fit how everybody else was. So he kind of stood out as far as that goes.
And the supporting actor was the late Chris Farley.
Farley, yes. So I would say it was a typical Chris Farley comedy.
Yeah, he's pretty
with a side of Matthew Perry.
He's consistent. Yeah.
That's how I would put it.
Yeah.
So it was definitely all Chris Farley comedy. It was just the stupid slapstick comedy, kind of dumb things. I mean, he got attacked by an eagle 4 times.
Yeah.
Because he kept putting himself into that situation. So
I mean, Farley's got a lot of energy on the screen. He's pretty consistent with that kind of role.
Yeah. He's definitely an actor who would have continued to make it big because he was just funny.
Yeah.
He was funny. So that was sad when he passed also.
Yeah, so young.
But yeah, Almost Heroes is definitely kind of a historic comedy. Not really true history, but it was loosely based on history.
So loose.
So very loose. With the mention of Lewis and Clark is about as historic as it went. And yeah, like he said, their whole goal was to beat Lewis and Clark to the different territories and to stake their claim first.
I'm trying to think of a really funny scene in the movie. But
yeah, there's a lot. It was sprinkled throughout the whole movie, just funny. But it's kind of that dry slapstick comedy kind of stuff. So what would you rate Almost Heroes from 1998?
I'll probably give it a 5.
Aw, I think it was worth at least a 6.
Okay.
So, I thought it was funny. It was funny.
It was funny. It's worth watching once.
Yeah, would I watch it again? Maybe not. But
have a snack so that you're kind of distracted from it.
Pop some popcorn. Popcorn and a soda would be the way. Okay. And then the last one we watched was from 1999, 3 to Tango.
Oh, yeah.
So this one was about this.
Was it a love triangle?
It was a love triangle.
No way.
Hence the name 3 to Tango. But it was basically about this rich millionaire business owner guy who is married and has a mistress. And the movie starts with him with the mistress. And he hires these two guys to help him with the business, to help him promote and do these other things. And he assumed that the two guys were gay. One was not.
And he just because he heard the way that they were talking, and they were just kind of pumping each other up because they were about to go speak to him, so that they could earn his business.
And these two guys have been friends and
Yeah,
business
they're good
partners
friends.
with
Yeah.
each other forever.
Yeah, they're great friends.
And so it was just a friendly interaction between them. It was not anything that should
Yeah.
have signaled that Matthew Perry's character was gay in the movie, which he never portrayed that at all. He was not.
And so the movie carries on, and everybody just keeps thinking that he's gay, and he tries to refute it, but they just won't
They
believe
ignore
him.
him. They don't.
Completely
Yeah,
ignore him.
and he actually got nominated and won the award for the gayest man of the year.
Yeah, or something like that.
And his boss made him accept it, and he's like,
Yep. So
I'm accepting something I'm not.
Yeah.
So
And he had a friend, the supporting actress, Neve Campbell, was the mistress.
that was the mistress. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the businessman, I forget what his name was in the movie.
I think it's Josh McDermott, or John McDermott is his actor name.
His actor name,
actor's
but
name.
I don't remember what his name
Yeah.
was in the movie. But he actually hired Matthew Perry's character to
to
watch
spy,
her, to
yeah.
spy on her and make sure that she didn't cheat on him.
the one who's
Ironic, huh?
already cheating. Yeah.
Right. He's the one
What a
that's
dirtbag.
married and with this girl, but he doesn't want this girl to be with anybody else. Well, it ends up, of course, that Matthew Perry and she fall in love with each other
Yeah.
in the long run.
Oh,
But
Butterfly. No, they actually thought that he was gay throughout the whole movie, which was the plot revolved around that, and it was super funny.
yeah,
Super
and he
funny.
tried to tell them, I'm not, and they just
Yeah.
wouldn't even let him speak, and he never acted
No, he never did.
gay.
And then the one that he was told to spy on,
Thought he
he
was gay then.
She thought
and
he
then
was,
she
started
kind of at first treated him like he was just one of the girls.
Yeah.
Like just a friend. So she actually had a girls' night where a bunch of her girlfriends came over and they invited him to stay and hang out because he was one of the girls, and he's going, this is really awkward.
And he
Because
started
he's
to
like,
like-
great, this
yeah.
is a whole apartment full of hot girls.
he started to like the girl that he was supposed to
Yeah.
spy on.
yeah.
So that was the twist.
Yeah. So at the end, she ends up realizing that the rich millionaire guy who has her on the side didn't deserve her, and that she deserved to be with somebody who she could connect with and who she
Mhm.
got along with and considered her best friend. So
She always sensed that there was some special chemistry
connection between them.
the two.
So they ended up together in the end.
Of course.
So Matthew Perry gets the girl. Right?
Didn't see that one
So-
coming.
And the millionaire got nothing because his wife ended up bribing him then because she knew all this stuff about him. So then she was going to use it against him. And
Yeah.
so
It's
she
really weird.
was kind of dirty too.
The only thing I didn't like about the movie is that the cheater guy never got any kind of badness coming towards him.
Yeah,
Right.
he did get his way into the girl's sleepover, but he tried to get out of it. He
Yeah.
tried to say, no, I need to. And the thing was, she ended up moving into his apartment because
Yeah, that's right.
she couldn't live with the rich guy, obviously, because he was married,
Mhm.
and she lost her apartment. I
I
can't
can't
remember how
remember
she lost her
why she
apartment.
was. Yeah, she.
But
didn't
she
have a
ended up
home.
moving in with him. So it was actually his apartment that she invited all these girls over to.
Yeah,
So he,
all talking about girly stuff.
yeah. So he just kind of jumped into their conversations and
Yeah,
talked, with everything that they were talking about and related to them. And because he just had that kind of personality that he, got along with them really well. So yeah, it was cute. I thought it was a cute movie.
So it was a funny comedy drama, I guess.
Yeah. So what would you rate that one?
I give it a 7.
Yeah.
It was entertaining.
I would too. It was entertaining for sure. Yeah. The storyline was good. It was funny. It was it was good. So that was all we had time to watch of the Matthew Perrys, but there are other good ones that we were wanting to watch. Do you remember the names of them?
No.
Let's see. Got a list here. He was in quite a few, mostly rom-coms. He was big with the rom-coms. He was in Studio 60, The Whole 9 Yards. The Ron Clark Story, I still want to watch that. So we're hoping we can maybe get to that this week. The Odd Couple is a series he was in.
We also want to see A Haunting in Venice, which has nothing to do with Matthew Perry.
To do with him.
But it's an exorcism, possessions, haunted horror movie.
For another time.
For tonight.
No, not tonight. Anyway, so that was kind of our quick week of Fools Rush In. That was the one I was trying to think of. That's a good one. We've seen that previously. We didn't watch it this week, but that was a good one.
It was a really funny one. It's got Salma Hayek in there, is the actress.
And I like their chemistry together.
Yeah.
I like Matthew Perry and Salma Hayek. I think they
actually a great movie. I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've seen it too.
Yeah. So that one, basically, he has this romantic fling with this Hispanic girl. Her name is Isabel, and he ends up getting her pregnant.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Yeah, and ends up going and finding her and getting her. And at first he was scared and not sure what to do, and he ends up going after her and finding her, and they end up
happily ever after.
It's a good one also. So if you want to watch a few good Matthew Perry movies, there's a few for you to catch on to. He had 9 yards. Yeah, there's a whole 10 yards also.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that one yet. So maybe some more we can watch. But there's kind of our week of watching some Matthew Perry. So if you have some suggestions for us to watch, we're looking for some themes that we can do. Stop with the horror movies. It's not happening.
It's November. It's only November.
Give us some suggestions of what you'd like us to review. If there's a certain type of genre of movie or a certain actor you want us to spotlight, stop with the horror. Then we'd love to hear it. So leave it in the comments or send us a message on our channel, and we'd love to see what you got for us.
And who is your favorite actor?
Yeah, who's your favorite actor
or actress?
Yep.
I guess that would depend on the genre you pick, maybe.
Right. All right. Yeah. So that's all we got this time. A little shorter live this time. Yep. We had kind of a busy week, but that's okay. So hope you enjoyed our little tribute to Matthew Perry and watch some of his movies this week. And give us a shout at what you ended up liking.
Yeah, we need some ideas. Throw them our way.
All right. So catch us on our review on Tuesday, and we'll see you next Sunday at 9:30. Bye.